So hi guys, this is Bridget with Zebra Glitter and Nails, and today we're going to work on cuticle remover. So I always start by just putting a little bit on, and this is the Blue Cross cuticle remover. I find it really good and helpful, and hopefully you can see me okay. This is my first time really ever doing one of these. I've talked to you, but that's it. So what you want to do, and excuse my cuticles, I did kind of tear this one up the other day, working on some stuff. But so I like the scraper here because that tends to really get into that cuticle. You have a lot of clear cuticle that you can't see. So by using that, you can pull up that cuticle. The cuticle pusher is needed as well. Now I do have a ceramic one. Right today I'm just using a simple wooden one, orange stick, to remove it. So you just kind of work it and just make sure it's cleaned up really well. Make sure you're pushing the edges back. Push your cuticle all the way back out of the way. That's the #1 reason for nail dip not sticking, is that cuticle being in the way. And there's a lot of cuticle that you can't see very well with the naked eye. So if you happen to have a really good light, that is key to helping you see. Right now my lighting's not the greatest where I'm filming, but as you can see, I'm getting off all the pieces of cuticle. You don't want to scrape your nail off, so just be careful that you're just getting cuticle. But you have a lot of cuticle right through here. So if you just continue to work it and make sure you're going up underneath that cuticle and pulling out any excess, then your nail dips are going to stick a whole lot better. Your nails are going to grow better. They're going to look better. So that's the first one. And then you're going to do the same thing with all of them. So pushing them back first. As you can see, that cuticle remover really starts to work. I'm getting all sorts of pieces of that cuticle out of the way. You don't want to rip your cuticle. You want to be careful. You can trim it as well if you need. So there are handy little kits, and this kit I actually got for a really good price off of Amazon. It has a little bit of everything in it, but you can use the scissors too to go in and gently trim if needed. I trim mine pretty often, so I really don't need that right now, but just going through and making sure I'm getting all these edges cleaned up real well. So my dipstick, that's funny. Wasn't meaning that as a joke, but it sounded funny. So hope you guys have fun when you're doing this. Cuticle removing isn't that fun, but getting ready for your nail dips to go on is great. So just kind of clean them up real good, and you're going to do that to all 10 of your fingers, or your 8 fingers and 2 thumbs, however you want to say that. And just, you know, be gentle with your cuticles. They are important. Let's get that all cleaned out. And I promise you will see a huge difference in no lifting. And it's really all about the prep, guys. I mean, yeah, you want your nails to look great when you dip them. So you need to clean them up good as you go. But this is #1, the most important step. A good dehydrator can help as well. And I also put a thin layer of base coat on before I start. So I'll do a layer of base coat, let it dry, and then go in with the layer of base coat to start dipping. So big difference I've noticed with that, as well as the cuticle cleanup. My last manicure lasted over 8 days, and it would have lasted longer. I just chose to go ahead and clean it up today and do a new one and try to get a video going. So as you can see, cuticles are looking pretty good. I'm on #3, so it takes me a little while. I'm a little slow at this. So some of you might be a lot quicker. Just go in, really clean those up. Trying to do a quick video here, so I apologize. We're just going to do the one hand right now. I'll go back later and do the other one off camera, but so that's your cuticle removing. Like I said, just clean them real good, and I always wipe them down when I'm done. Make sure I really got the edges good. You can pull back along the edges. Some of us forget that there's cuticle along the side walls of our nails. There is, so just make sure you get all in there. And just really clean them good. And you'll be so much happier with your manicures. They just look better, last better. And I also do have a kit that has the cuticle remover in it as well. And I do sell the cuticle remover separately. I do sell the Blue Cross brand. I do not have that branded for myself. So it is theirs that I sell as their brand. And just trying to come up with a way possibly to include that in like the deluxe kit and such. It'd probably be a good idea. So just putting a small bottle in there, just, you know, like we have the other liquids, would probably work out really well for everybody. There's enough in that you could do several removals, or you can always just buy a full bottle. They're not too expensive, and they last quite a long time. So as you see, this cuticle here is a little bigger. So this one I've cleaned up around it. This one, you know, you might want to go in, if you have something similar to that, go in and trim it real good. If you trim it, just be gentle. You want to go in, you can, now this is a cutter too, so you can see how I'm gently removing that. So you can do it that way, or you can do it with the scissors if you prefer. It depends. Some days my nails are a little more, or my cuticles I should say, my fingers, finger bed, is a little more sensitive than others with the syndrome that I have. So some days there's a little more pain for me than normal days. So, but just going in and really cleaning those up, I'm telling you, just makes such a difference. Don't forget those walls again. The wall's really good. Clean those up. You know, be careful if you're digging. I have a little hangnail here, so I'm just trying to kind of clean that up a little bit. I'm going to use the scissors just to touch on this one. It's just a little bit longer of a cuticle, so just trying to trim it back. And my eyesight is not good today, so just trying to be really careful. The Ehlers-Danlos syndrome that I have, that I named the company after, is definitely wreaking havoc on my eyesight lately. So it's something I'm dealing with, but it is what it is. I'm just very fortunate to have all of you, and to have this company is something fun to look forward to, and I feel I'm providing a product that is just outstanding to my customers. And I try to do something a little different than the other nail companies. I try to create some different colors. I do listen to my customer base as well. And try to create what you want, but also what I like. And hopefully you'll like it too. And there we go. We're down to the last nail. I'm going to scrub it up real good here. Hopefully you can see okay. I know it's hard the way I'm videotaping, but I'll get better at this, I promise. I need a partner that lives nearby that wants to do all this with me. It would be so much more fun and helpful. Say hi to my friend Diane. She's all the way in Pittsburgh, so she's a long way away to, you know, be able to help with stuff like this, but bounce ideas off of her all the time. She's a huge support to me. And then there we go. Almost done. It's getting those all cleaned up. Cuticles pushed back real good. Okay, guys, so that is your nail prep as far as getting it ready before you do anything else. So next step I do is I rough the nails up a little bit, just kind of file them. Once you have your cuticles removed, just go in and very gently just rough them up just a touch. You don't need to do a lot. You don't want to tear up your nails, so just gently. Now I am applying tips on mine, so I will show that video in a little bit. But for now, just wanted you to see the cuticle removal, as that is extremely important. But there you go. They're removed, and then a good cuticle oil. We have cuticle oil pins, and we also have bottles of cuticle oil that you can buy if you prefer a bottle. But those will help keep your cuticles from drying out. You can use them throughout the day. They smell great. I know bubblegum is a fan favorite. Cotton candy, vanilla, everybody loves vanilla for the most part. Cinnamon. Yeah, there's just all sorts of great flavors that we have. I say flavors because most of them you could eat. So very few are made with fragrance oils. Those are listed on the side as the ones that, baby powder, that's a fragrance oil. Couldn't create that one with essential oils. There you go. So clean cuticles, ready to prep and do tips. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.